Well, howdy there, fine friends. Let me say that these are some mishaps that can happen when traveling. Ever heard of the one about the traveler who packed a suitcase so full, couldn't zip it up, and had to wear 5 layers of clothes on the plane just to lighten the load? Now that's what I call a walking wardrobe malfunction. Traveling can be a grand adventure, but let's be real, it can also be a comedy of errors. Like the time a man, eager to dive into the crystal blue waters of the Mediterranean, forgot to secure his swimming trunks. Let's just say he gave the local fish a show they won't forget. Or consider the woman who thought she was boarding a flight to Sydney, Australia, but ended up on a plane to Sydney, Nova Scotia instead. If you're wondering, the two are worlds apart, and not just in terms of geography. Now, who could forget the time when a couple on their honeymoon decided to get a little adventurous and rent a scooter in Bali? They were cruising along, enjoying the beautiful scenery until a monkey decided to hitch a ride on the groom's back. Talk about a third wheel. Then there was this enthusiastic backpacker, determined to conquer Mount Fuji. He was so focused on the climb that he didn't even realize he had followed a group of hikers up the wrong mountain. They say it's not about the destination, but the journey, right? And let's not leave out the couple who, after a day of sightseeing, returned to their hotel room only to find a herd of goats had made themselves quite comfortable on their bed. It seems the hotel's open window policy was taken a little too literally. But the cake taker has to be the woman who, after a long day of traveling, fell asleep in her hostel bed, only to wake up with a start when she felt something tickling her face. Turns out it was a bat, yes, a bat, just hanging out. Now that's a wake-up call no one wants. So, what have we learned from these hilarious travel mishaps? Well, first, always double-check your destination, unless you fancy an unexpected detour. Second, secure your swimming trunks, unless you're planning on going au naturel. Third, be prepared for unexpected travel buddies, whether they're monkeys, goats, or bats. And finally, when packing, remember, you're not moving house. In the end, these little mishaps are part of what makes traveling such a hoot. They say laughter is the best medicine, and when it comes to travel, it might just be your best companion. So, as you plan your next adventure, make sure that none of these mishaps happen to you, and make sure to keep your sense of humor handy. After all, you never know when you might need it. Safe travels, y'all.